Welcome to the WBC Arena, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. The Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson, the unapologetic first ever black heavyweight champion.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell, they're off.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner from Galveston, Texas, presenting the legendary first African-American heavyweight champion, please welcome the renowned heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Galveston Giant, introducing Jack Johnson.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is going to be that fight. This is what people are going to be talking about forever and a day.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Oh my word! Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he gonna do to get out of this trouble? That was the moment.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Hook just can't find the target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
They exchange punches. Counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Someone punches. Whoa, wait a minute. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? How are they still standing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
Well, we've just taking a big breath, and here we go again. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? That jab doesn't find a home. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. He misses with that jab. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. He just misses with that jab. Good counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let him back.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
Let's reset. Forget about that round. It's a bad round, all right?
Results will appear. Just get him on the end of the jab. You get.
Do you mind back on the job? That's a terrible round, that is. Come on, you let him back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
There's the bell to start round 3. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Punch, counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
On to the fourth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself down trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They blocked the left there. Blocks the straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Straight right, just misses. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
This has been a very competitive... Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Johnson in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be we just saw.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
Great round, great round. Now relax. Just stay focused.
Focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on.
Keep smart. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back and we go again. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
This is the beginning of round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle him. He's got a bluff him.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. This fighter's Let's see that again.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Good, look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Beautiful counter shot. The straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. They got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
A perfect counter shot. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
Shot from...
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Catch and shoot. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. And he scores with the counter. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it, as they were dropped twice in the last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
You with confidence. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the front.
In your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Round 7, here we go. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
Can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The perfect counter lands. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
How about that? The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell them when they go back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. Well done with that counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Galveston Giant in real trouble now. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Johnson in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come... And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nice counter punch. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
They got out of the way of that right hook. A perfect counter shot. Fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? They exchange punches. The straight right just misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? So the referee took a look and decides, let's keep going. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to see that again.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.